Hey guys, it's cobradvs, and this is gonna be my SEGA collection. I have quite a few SEGA consoles. I had like 5 or 6, uh, something like that. So I didn't really want to break it up into 5 or 6 different videos, so I'm just gonna do it all at once. And this is probably gonna be a two. I doubt it gets to 3, but at least a 2-part video. And I'm not gonna rush. I'm gonna take my time. So I'm gonna get started with the older system, and then just move on up as the release date. Um, so first system up is Sega Master System. I have no loose carts for the Sega, so they're all boxed. The first one up, Alter Beast. This one has no manual. This is one of my favorite Genesis games, but on the 30 or on the what is that? The Master System, it's just sort of mediocre. Next is Black Belt. This one also has no manual. Black Belt's kind of like a kung fu game, like Kung Fu on the NES. Next is Choplifter. This one feels complete, and it is. Choplifter. This is sort of a, I guess you're a helicopter. This one also has one of those Master System manuals in it, or posters, I mean. Next up is Double Dragon, the arcade game. I remember playing Double Dragon on the NES, and I think the Double Dragon on the NES is better. But this one's also complete. It also has that poster in the back there. Next is a Sega card game, Ghost House. Sorry about that. And what I mean by card game is, if you don't know, it's one of these, and it actually goes into the little card input slot on the Master System. This one is complete though. Somebody cut out the barcode for some reason. Next is Great Baseball. This is part of the Great Sports series. Again, this one has no manual. I bought most of these in a lot, so a lot of them are manualless. This one's Great Ice Hockey. This one has a price tag on it, and it was $30. No way would I pay that. This one feels complete as well. Yep. Great Ice Hockey with the manual. I don't know, I always thought these sports games were kind of lacking, especially this one. Great Golf. You know, it's not bad, but this one, I believe, is complete. Nope, it's not complete, but it has the Master System poster. I have like 80 of these Master System posters. That's Great Golf, boxed anyway. Next is Hang On, an Astro Warrior, 2-in-1 cartridge. This one's just a cartridge, but this game's actually pretty good. Hang On is just okay. Astro Warrior is actually really fun. Next is Monopoly. This one is loose, or cartridge only. It's just Monopoly, I guess. Nothing special. With a battery backup and RAM. So I guess you can save your games on that one then. Which is good, because Monopoly takes too long. Next is Pro Wrestling. This one is complete. Next up is Rampage in the red box. I like this box. This one is not complete, but it has the poster. I haven't played the NES version, but I've heard this is slightly better. I don't know how true that is, but it is a good game. Next is one of my favorites, Rastan, or Rastan, however you want to say it. It's pretty fun. This one's a cartridge only as well. I have a lot of cartridge only games for this. This is a fun one. I remember playing this one in the arcade. After that is Shinobi. This one is cartridge only. And then, actually, I have 2 copies of Shinobi. Same thing, cartridge only. After that is a Shooting Gallery. This is kind of like Duck Hunt for the NES. It's a light phaser game. This one is complete. It's actually a little bit more fun than Duck Hunt, I think, because each stage is slightly different. It's not just shooting ducks over and over. It's actually pretty fun. Next is Space Harrier. This is an interesting game. It's sort of like a third person and 3D perspective sort of thing. This one is complete though. Next is Time Soldiers. This one has no manual, but it's basically like Akari Warriors. And then last for the Master System is Walter Payton Football. This one is complete as well. Okay, now I'm just going to show games for now. I'll do systems later. I'm actually going to do systems this time because I have quite a few. Next I'm going to do loose Genesis cartridges. These are in no order because I really don't have a place for them, so I just put them in a box. The first up is Sonic Spinball. A lot of people don't like that game, but I actually enjoy it. After that, it's Quackshot, starring Donald Duck. This is sort of in the same boat as like the Castle of Illusion series and stuff. It's kind of like that, but I actually enjoy those more. Next is Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures. I really don't care for this game. After that is Olympic Gold. It's a pretty good Olympic game. Next up is Wheel of Fortune. It's Wheel of Fortune. Next I have 2 copies of Sonic 2. One is the not for resale version, and one isn't. So, I guess I have both copies of that. Next is Justice League Task Force with a sticker across it. There's also a sticker on the back here. That is NHL All-Stars Hockey 95. It's kind of in rough shape. After that is Awesome Possum. It's just kind of a mediocre platformer. I think what you have to do is like clean up the environment or something. It's kind of got a stupid like premise for a video game. Next is Super Street Fighter 2. Just one of the many Street Fighter games out there. It's pretty good, I guess. It's basically the same as the other Street Fighters, but has more characters. Next is Jurassic Park Rampage Edition. This game actually surprised me. I thought it was pretty good. It's kind of like a run and gun, I guess, with dinosaurs. It's not a Contra or anything like that, but it's okay. Next is a Beat to Hell copy of Virtual Bart. Now the game's just sort of okay. I don't really know why I bought it like this. Then after that is also a Beat to Hell copy of Lethal Enforcers. This came with the gun I got, so I didn't really care. Next is WrestleMania, the arcade game. It's an interesting Genesis logo on the side there. After that is these last 3 are actually some that I keep separate from the rest. I keep them in a drawer. The first one is Ghostbusters. I cannot get this game to work, but I've held on to it, hoping one day it works. Next is Sonic Classics. This has Sonic 1, 2, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Machine on it. And then last, it's actually a pretty expensive game, is Streets of Rage 3. I really want a complete copy of this, and I think once I buy my complete copy, I'll sell this. Or maybe I'll sell this before, just to get money for the complete copy. I don't really know. Those are all the small loose cartridges. The next ones are just all EA carts. The first one's NHL Hockey 98, or NHL 98. Next is NHL 95. After that is Madden 94. After that is PGA Tour Golf 3. I actually really enjoy this game, despite being pretty tough. After that is PGA Tour Golf 2. And then after that is the first PGA Tour Golf. I'm only missing 2 golf games in that series. It's PGA Tour 96 and European PGA Tour, I believe. Next is Road Rash 2. That's a classic game. And next is one I actually like better, Road Rash, the first one. Motorcycle racing game where you get to beat people up. It's pretty fun. And this one's a pretty rare game too. Mutant League Hockey. That I have loose. Okay. Now I'm going to move on to Genesis boxes. This is probably what's going to take a while because I have a ton. I counted them earlier at somewhere around like 52. Excuse me, which isn't, I guess, a ton, but it's enough to see me busy. Next is 6-pack, Sega 6-pack. It's got what does it have? Sonic, Max, Column, Super Hang-On, Streets of Rage, excuse me, yeah, and Revenge of Shinobi. That's complete. Next is Aladdin. It's one of those Disney games that actually is pretty good. This one is complete. After that is Alien 3. This one also is complete. This game's just decent, I guess. It's a run and gun as well. It's made by Arena. I think Arena is actually a like a sub company of Acclaim. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's right. Next is Altered Beast, one of my all-time favorite Sega Genesis games. I have a complete copy. It's one of my favorites because it's very nostalgic for me. After that is Andre Agassi Tennis. This one's just the cartridge. Picked it up at a video store going out of business, or not going out of business, but they were selling these because they were old, I guess. Next is Arnold Palmer's Golf, Tournament Golf, actually. This is complete, but I guess this is a rental box or something. Maybe I should get a new box for this game. Next is Batman, Revenge of the Joker. This one is not complete, but I don't know. The game's just okay. It's not as good as the other Batman games for the system. Well, it's better than Batman Forever, I can tell you. But it's just okay. It's a little tough. Little tough for me. Next was one of my all-time favorite games ever, Battletoads. This one is also cartridge only. I really want to get a manual for this one, but it's one of my favorite games there. Next is also a favorite of mine, Battletoads Double Dragon. This one is, again, just the cartridge. I really want to get a manual for this. There's a few manuals for this online that I could get. I've just halted and not got them. Not really sure why. Next is MTV's Beavis and Butthead. I filed it under Beavis and Butthead and didn't really pay attention to the MTV. This is complete too. It's a decent, I guess, game. I don't really know how to describe it. Next is a good one, Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. This game, also no manual, but it is very fun. And then after that is College Football USA, 1997. And of course this one's complete. The ones I really don't care about are complete, and the ones I really want complete aren't. That's how it works. Okay, next is Columns. This is a puzzle game, kind of like Tetris. This one's complete though. Kind of like a, I don't know if you saw that, Tetris clone. But it's actually slightly different than Tetris, but it's definitely Tetris inspired, you can tell. After that, I'm really happy to have this. It's a box copy of Contra Hardcore. No manual, unfortunately. And I really want to get a manual, and I really want to get a new cart because Zach wrote his name on it. Dick. No, really want to get another copy of that. Next is a Dinosaur Tale. This is actually a pretty beat up case. It is not complete. I thought it was complete, but it is not. Next up is Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. This is actually a pretty fun puzzle game. It's also complete, but it's like a Kirby's Avalanche or Puyo Puyo, I believe is how you say it. Kind of another Tetris-like game. Next is Echo the Dolphin. This is a classic, kind of. Now, I don't know if it's just me or not, but I'm a big fan of cases like this. Like see how some are red and these black ones? I like the black ones better. I don't know what it is, but I like them better. Next is the sequel, Echo, The Tides of Time. This one is also complete, but it has the black and white manual. I don't like these black and white manuals. Sega was trying to cut costs, so they started printing them in black and white. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, but not as cool looking, I don't think. Next up is Fatal Fury 2. This is sort of like a Street Fighter clone. This one's complete, but the manual is like basically missing the front page.